The Weird Bubble.
Welcome back to the Bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and Divide and Conquer version 5, where we are playing as the Easterlings of Rhûn. In the previous episodes, I have been fighting with Dorwinion, connecting all of the necessary regions I have in order to get the full recruitment from Rhûn. And this is today. It's the 20th of March. So I think this episode will be released on the 24th, I think, but I couldn't wait anymore. I've been getting so many fun tips on how to proceed from you guys. I mean, Largul commented that I should be building mines in Mataram, for example, and Lord Oblivion also gave tips on the roads and the mines, etc. And finally, I got a tip from Harvey Andrews about building ports around the Sea of Rhûn as soon as possible. So we have a lot of things to do. Also, Lord Oblivion wanted me to start working on the dragon relics. And that's, of course, I need to have a general in the region capital until they have collected the relic. And there's one in Erebor and one in Esgaroth and also one in Framsburg. And I don't think that I would have been able to start doing that any sooner, because let's face it, Erebor is all the way up here, Framsburg is up here. So that's something that I need to really conquer a lot of territory to reach, unless I want to just march an army straight through hostile territories without connecting it to my own. So there are a lot of challenges there for sure.
Orders.
But Dale has declared war on me, so we got that going for us, which means that Esgaroth, that relic, actually could be up for grabs, because I can just sail along this river until I get to Esgaroth, lay siege to that, and just take it. Hopefully. So that will be a lot of fun. Also, I have a quest or a mission to take this settlement, but I need to be there in 3 turns, and I don't think I will be able to do that in time,
Orders.
unfortunately. So what I need to do, I need to build roads, which we currently are building it in Mahad, but we also need to start building mining networks here as well, and mines in Mataram as well. That one is actually a lot cheaper, so we could go with that a lot sooner, of course. But also, we do have the ports that we want built, but I do believe we already have that. We don't have one here, but first we want the Master Mason's Hall, and then we can start building the port. Actually, it was quite cheap, it seemed. 3,005 turns. So let's start with a port, and then we'll build the Master Mason's Hall. There we go. I think that looks good enough. We can't build anything here in Neburka, unfortunately. So now what we need to do is keep pushing on Dorwinion. I don't know how many territories they have left. Okay, we are at the same level in overall ranking. Military, they are a bit stronger than I am. Production, I'm higher. And territorial, they seem like they are down to 7 territories. That's still a lot, so I don't really need to worry about doom stacks anytime soon. But we are laying siege to Mornedel soon. In the next turn, I guess, we'll be laying siege to Mornedel. But we have taken so many territories that we are building in. And now I'm also really keen on taking Råberg, which would be a lot of fun. Also, didn't they have a settlement up here that I should be taking? No, Dale has a settlement up here. So I really need to start sending soldiers west here to keep pushing away Dale. Dol Guldur is most likely doing a stellar job as well.
Orders.
But it does look like we might actually have exhausted all of our movement points already. I just want to see where my... Okay, diplomats are moved. That means that most likely all of the movement points are exhausted. Kondovan would be nice to take, but that's just a village, so it's not of high economic value. And I also want to clear out this
I will not waste words on you.
this
Noble one. will engage them honorably.
independent army, which would be a lot of fun. These units, of course, are pretty good against cavalry. These cavalry can charge, so I think I want to send... Okay, I think we should be able to do this. So first of all, let's quick save, and then I'll end this turn with sending an army out to defend Rubar. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Worst case scenario, we lose some units and we don't have to put too much money in army upkeep. But we will have to start moving on this eastern side as well. Not that those territories are very rich, but because I want to take territory from Dale. This weather is good enough. And that's what we're aiming for. Good enough. Get the generals in the back line, and then... Oh, we have no archers whatsoever. Only the mounted archers. You can hang out in the back. We really have a lot of cavalry. So, make one big beautiful line, and then we'll have our mounted cavalry. They will be harassing the enemy cavalry, and then these guys will be doing a whole bunch of beautiful charges. Gonna be marvelous. There we go. And I need to remember that they actually have quite a few archers themselves. But might as well just start marching, really. There we go. And all of you can run. Send up the cavalry. And you're not getting shot yet. That's good. And this is going to be what you will be focusing on. Please. We can start moving up the general as well, just to make sure that they don't get charged down by their cavalry. Are we getting any kills? We are getting a couple of kills. That's beautiful. That's nice. Adolad Dragon Guard. Those are the units that we do not want to charge in with our cavalry. I wonder, can you just get a charge off on this archer unit? That would be swell. We are getting shot down, unfortunately, but not for long. There we go. And now we need you to run out as soon as possible so we don't get caught by the Dragon Guard. There we go. Go back. You can attack them.
Foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
And I will be microing my cavalry to make sure that they don't run into the Adolad Dragon Guard. Right. Also, let's try to get my Rhûn mercenaries involved. And you are steady still. Interesting. Just make sure that... Okay, they are all... Are they all running away? Okay, no. There we go. You charge them. Charge them. Charge them. And the spearmen can make sure that the dragon... What are they even called? The Adolad Dragon something. That they are occupied. We are losing a lot of infantry for sure. But fortunately, most of our infantry is pretty weak. Pretty low level infantry. Now, keep shooting at them. And you can use a ability. And now start attacking in the backs.
Enemy are badly bloodied.
Oh.
They have lost half their men.
Wasn't quite as efficient as I would have wanted. You are broken. You get into formation. Oh, they actually broke as well. How marvelous. We just chased them down, and we've lost 18% of their 66, so we've still lost a significant amount of troops, unfortunately. Attack the Adela Dragon Guard. Now we can start sending in my general as well. Beautiful. We are taking prisoners like crazy as well. You chase down the Dadatai hunters, please. And I don't think they had a general, but rather only a captain. But in any case, I think it might be good to make sure to capture whoever is leading the army. You chase them down. How's it going for you? You're active. And the raiders haven't been used at all, barely. Great. Great beans. We've killed 89%, so their army is going to be removed. How's it going for you? I think I could use that cavalry over here. Better make use of all the ranged units I actually have. And the Celt Swords might be useful to just charge in and tie up the Adolad Dragon Guard. And if I'm lucky, they should be dying quite swiftly. Or rather breaking really quite swiftly. There we go. Now it's just this unit left. And as soon as they break, we'll make sure to run them down. There we go. Not many units left. And charge in with you. And we can charge in with you as well.
Our enemy flees before
Good.
us like a herd of
Continue
dogs.
the battle
Drive them from
and
the battle.
capture them.
Great victories are like sweet nectar.
But it
Come,
was... Oh, right.
let us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
Lost 230 units. Let's see. Most of them foreign mercenaries and Rovarian spearmen. 92 Daratai clansmen, but those are really cheap, so it's okay. Not that many losses in friendly fire, which is great. MVP is Privateer Cavalry, 203. Great work. Great work. You also captured quite a few prisoners. Beautiful. The forest of Rhûn is cleared. Not all those who wander are lost. Beautiful quote. Beautiful quote. Now they should be able to go back to Rhubar. Yes. Can we retrain something? We can retrain you and the cavalry. And after that, we're just building a bunch of stuff, putting it into, putting the money back into our economy. I think I'd like to. Can't get the cavalry up to the fort, unfortunately. It would be a fun idea to see how far.
Yes, noble master.
We will. That is a keep, which means that they will have. They will have a whole bunch of towers and stuff. Still, I think it would be a fun idea to see if we can claim it.
We will engage them
And
honorably.
recruit some more units here as well. To make sure that the faction leader isn't too lonely. Great, and Karvarad. We also have quite a few units there. You can't build any towers.
My eye. How may I serve?
So let's move to the next turn. Let's see what that one has in store for us. Okay, Erebor, what do you want? You want to give us money? Because I'm okay with you giving us money. Minion of Isengard, Angmar, etc. Hope all of you are doing fine, by the way, that you're enjoying your day wherever you might be. Okay, and that is a...
Noble one. This will be an honorable battle.
It's a keep.
We shall endure outside their walls. Lay siege.
So build rams, and
As the
then
time
in the
come to
next...
strike.
Oh, damn.
An honor to serve.
They have another army on their way. Not good. End of turn report. We did make some money. Start off with a massive total. So we are actually doing quite well financially. We are getting new family members as well, which is great. Karvarad. You go with the land clearance. And I think culture-wise, it's not going that well for you. Let's start with the Master Mason's Hall here, and then we can just queue up all kinds of great buildings here. And Algier, Master Mason's Hall, beautiful. Start with the port, then go with the road. And we also really need to start going with some better units. We can recruit some pretty decent ones here in Mistrand for now. Now, you go into that port. We still need to manage our money so we don't go Baroque. And Mahad, you are building the roads. You are almost done with the communal farming. And after that, I actually think might want to go, oh yes, the mining network. And then just pray that we don't lose Mataram to something or someone. You are building the Mason's Hall, and after that we'll be able to start with all basic economic buildings. And we are bordering Mordor here, so I should be feeling pretty safe. You?
Orders?
Why not? Lay siege to Mornedhel, large city. So this one is going to hurt, because they will have those machine gun towers. Right, Saint Anui. Can't recruit anything fun there. We have actually recruited a whole bunch of fun. Bur Ermarikis. You got new units that I would like to send.
How may I serve?
Into a fort.
The sun sets on today.
And then we have Ruba, the Daratai clansmen, which is great that they are there, but they are costing me money. And Mistrand, the Baroon hunters that I've already sent away. And after the blacksmith, I will need to start going with more military buildings here. But I think that we should be able to get the next barrack if we get the Warlord's Hall and the blacksmith up and running. I think so. I think that's how it works. And until then, just keep recruiting, really.
Orders.
And the fleet is there. And you.
Orders.
My boat.
Our wind shall be fair.
That's Dale. No more ports. Okay, I can actually block that port. I think it would be a lot more fun to block
Our wind shall
the
be
port
fair.
of their capital.
Course set. Our wind shall be fair.
There we go. Now Esgaroth is
Control
locked,
access to this port.
which is great.
Yes,
And if I attack you, no, I can't. I need to wait one turn.
Awaiting your order to strike.
Can we get any mercenaries here? No. All fresh out on mercenaries, unfortunately. And Burkhan, you're starting to get a bit sad. Don't know why. Perhaps you need a general, but I don't really have one to spare, unfortunately. Also want to make sure, see if there's anywhere where I can recruit units that aren't complete dog shit. If so, that would be great.
An honor to serve.
We'll take you out. We'll move you down just far enough.
Yes.
You can go back. Then build a
Setting
watchtower.
here.
Ooh, hello. There we go. Then go back into Kalvarad, and then we
How
have
may I serve?
My lord.
an army
Orders.
to start moving out. Most likely towards
How may I
Roberg,
serve?
which
shall
we can
end
attack
this
right
day
away,
trial.
but something's telling me that I will be
Besieging the
needing
enemy. Do
reinforcements
we wait
to
them
that
out or
settlement.
strike? Orders.
And all of you
Orders.
are costing me money anyway, so might as well start moving you up.
As you will.
And then when they are done there,
Rest
I would
here
like
until
for them to
dawn.
start... Is this... Okay, I think this might be Darwinian territory as well, actually.
How may I serve? Orders.
So we should get to work on that as well. So many things to do. And it would be fun to start pushing up towards Esgaroth, take that relic, or that... yeah, let's call it a relic, why not? Artifact. And then push on to these as well. But Withybord, if that belongs to the... I mean, I don't want to go to war against Gundabad. That's the thing. If I can avoid
Yes,
it, I
noble
absolutely will.
Yes. At once.
Move you up,
Your
build
men
another
are out of
tower.
sight.
Man, I missed my cavalry general on the other side.
An honor to serve.
Right. Now, let's just move the diplomats.
Yes, my master.
Oh, damn.
As you
Let's
will.
move the diplomats. And then
As you will.
we can get going
We
to
have come to the end of today's road.
the next
How may I serve?
turn. Sorry, I completely lost my train. Forgot what I was saying and stuff.
Orders.
This region should actually get a general as well. But you are sieging, which is great. You have a bunch of armies bunch of soldiers that I will take out in the next turn. You will start working on culture, and after that, a fort. Right. Roberg,
How may I serve?
do you
We
get
will
a
smite these
garrison?
foes.
You do. You do, and you have elves as well. So, since I don't have a general, might not necessarily win this, to be honest. They have really defensive troops that I will not be able to kill with my puny archers. And I guess you have those high paladins, right. So let's just keep this siege going, and then hopefully they'll start losing troops soon. And we can send more units to reinforce them. Right, but for now, let's just end the turn. And see what the next one has for us. Dwarves of Erebor. Keep wanting to talk. Talk. I really don't want to have my faction leader on the border of the Dwarves of Erebor. That seems like a recipe for disaster.
Your will.
Right, I want
As
you
you
as
will.
some kind of a poor
As
man's
you will.
spy. You can
Resting
hang out
here,
in this
I have
town,
come
see
to
if
the
it's still an
end of
independent one.
today's road.
We lost some money in profit, but we still ended up with a big pile, which I think, yeah, we've started a whole bunch of new constructions on that. Bur Hermanarikis. Would actually like to start going with some military buildings here, to be honest, but also we do have a good enough culture, so we could go with the stables. Let's actually do that. Or not stables, the barracks, sorry. And then Sant Anui, you got the Dark Shrine, Port this shit up. Karasant, Trader Exchange. And after that, I think 33%. Let's just not for now. Mataram, you got the communal farming, starting up the mining network, which is just great. Mistrand, Warlord's Hall, starting up with the blacksmith. Right. Right. So we can actually start building something in Karasant, like a barrack, for example. Because the culture is good enough to start recruiting some basic stuff. Basic things. Great, and just like that, we are broke. War declared between the Northern Dunedain and Dunlendings. Awesome. Mistrand has gotten some new units trained, and Algier has retrained some Daratai clansmen. Right. So I can move you to the fort, and then everyone is free upkeep, and everyone is happy. Happy. Now, if I attack you, I will only be facing one army, and you have some pretty decent mercenaries, but we need to take this settlement in this turn in order to accomplish this mission and get 2,000 guaps. So we will need to take that battle. And here,
they will relent in this sea.
if I assault, oh, you don't get any. You don't get any garrison. So this is another battle that I will take in this turn. And you will keep sieging, which is exactly what I want you to do. And you are still blockading that port. Great. So which one should I start with? I wonder.
How may I serve?
I wonder. And really need to start being able to train some better troops. Leatherworker, we need to start focusing on our military a little bit. Because our economy... well, it's doing alright so far. Speaking of alright, let's get into Vintirion Eor and see if we can finish this mission. That would be so great. We outnumber them, but they have towers, and you see my track record with towers is that I absolutely stink at facing them. Plus, I usually kind of get a bit of aggravated from facing them. Fortunately, though, it's just these small uni towers that hopefully don't deal too much damage. Heavy infantry right away, and you can knock up that piece of the wall, please. And we do not have any archers save for our cavalry. A whole bunch of... Really, we don't have a whole bunch of infantry either. We only have a whole bunch of cavalry. Maybe not the best army to siege with. Let's see what we can do about this, shall we? Cavalry, right up. And you will be necessary to throw your javelins at whatever they have up here as well. There we go. Now the cavalry is starting to shoot. But I'd also like for the spearmen to do a lot of good damage. Gun up, and what should we focus on really? Everything's going to hurt. The privateer axemen, perhaps. And run you up, and run you up. And you can take this side. I mean, might not be...
reach the gate with the battering ram.
Might not be able to win this, unfortunately. I just saw that their infantry is so much stronger than ours. Hello? Once you're there, I need to start throwing some javelins. We lost 2% to the tower so far.
The battering ram has done its work. We are through
Great.
the enemy's
There we
walls. Let him who defies us lay in peril.
And now they're all running back. It's... Run in. Everyone just get in here. Get in there, you.
Enemy have lost the walls. Send your troops to take the rest of the settlement.
And I'd like for you... I wonder where you can cause the most damage.
We are winning the battle.
Right, you're fighting there, which is great. And you fight them. And still think that the cavalry would be able to do some decent enough damage. So let's ride them in just to make sure that they are getting some arrows off. Maybe you can stand like here. Something like that. Come on. Pull back the hunters a little bit. Because I want them to start throwing at the spearmen or the privateer axemen. See if I just push you through. I think that should be alright. And you. Where are the freaking... Okay, the privateer axemen are hugging the square, so pull back. And let's see if we run you over to this side. You start shooting at the axemen. You start shooting at the hunters. We've lost 9% to their 23%. Okay. Maybe just... let's run you over there, where you will fire at will. And I also want to try to sneak in some privateer cavalry to see if they can get a sneaky charge off right into these sides. You, run in. Start shooting at the hunters, but they have shields though. Of course they are pretty... They're pretty good defense. Oh, I actually have some Sauron mercenaries in here in the mix. How marvelous. Lost 11 for their 45. Going up. Really need to just start throwing at the privateer axemen. Because those are scary. Armor penetrating, heavy infantry. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Let's send in our general actually, because I think you should be able to fight Rovarian spearmen. Can you get a charge off here? You could not. Let's just pull you back because you are slaughtered fighting fighting spears. Let's see, who actually ran back? The Rovarian hunters ran back.
We have cut off the serpent's head. The enemy general is slain.
That's awesome.
Let's see how these snakes fight without their head.
Speaking of heads, where's my general? Right there. There we go. Wonder if we're actually able to capture any of them alive. The fewer that are that gets back to the square, the better. There we go. Something is still shooting. So let's just take all of our infantry right now, plow them straight into the privateer axemen. What? Tower is shooting right there, right? And also, of course, the Rovarian hunters. This is such a waste of good spears. But fortunately, they're mercenaries, so they are expendable. Wavering. Shaken. And now, charge into them. This is not gonna be pretty. Where are you? Actually, let's see if I can run you around. But this is just gonna be a blob fight right now. You can't shoot anything. And all of our infantry is really just powering through, losing a lot of units in the process. And there we should be winning. There we go, and I think as soon as we get our general over there to attack the privateer axemen in the back, we might be alright. There we go.
Our foe fights with horns
And
made
you.
of clay. We are winning the battle.
Everyone, just get in there. And now I need to make sure that my general is stupid. Now we need to see if we can get the hunters in front, because there, I think that's our general. So why be in the front of our men when you can be right smack dab in the middle of it? You attack them as well. They are down to 23. Blow the horn because it's fun. We lost 41%. Oh my god. And that's basically all of our infantry. There we go. Lost 369, killed 781.
Let us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
Not a lot of friendly fire, fortunately, because we didn't have any archers. MVP is the Fallen Mercenaries, 162, 147, 142. Some decent kills. The Locating Bodyguard killed 19. Not that many, but we just threw them in the end. Either way, Vintirion Eor is now ours. Another settlement. Another 2 grand in our coffers. And that's good enough. I don't like failing missions, generally. That's great, but we lost so many units. There we go, and we will repair that. Retrain. Don't need to retrain the cavalry right now, to be honest. Mason's Hall would be good to start off with. I think we need to start off with these basic things. And also, I think I'll start sending... I have a lot of independent armies. I guess that if I send you over the border, then you will be attacked. So let's try something. Let's just give something a little try, shall we? All of you... First get into Mistrand. You will cost quite a bit of money there, but then in the next turn, we'll take all the units in Mistrand and send them into the boat and then ship them over to Vintirion Eor. Guess we should just start going with a whole bunch of trashy stuff as well. I mean, when we have numbers, might as well use it. And with those wise words, I think we're all... No, right. We have one more. Monedel. Save again. And now, let's get jiggy with it. Hopefully will be enough with one siege tower, 2 ladders and 2 rams, because they only have 2 units. They can't be everywhere at once. So, start the deployment. This is actually a pretty nice settlement. And gatehouse. Isn't that towers? No? No towers? Alrighty then. So then you will be storming that gate. All of our ranged units stand right here behind. You will be attacking from this side. And hopefully the siege tower won't get shot to shit in the process. I'll also bring one of our ladders over here. We'll bring some more units as well. And then we have another ladder that I will use on one of the middle sides. This might be an absolutely horrendous idea. But we'll bring some more archers along as well, and some ranged. And then I guess everyone else will just go straight for the gate. Ooh, we have another one, speaking of gates. And you can try to knock down that one. So, to start it off, you go for that one, you go for that one, you run for that one, and you... Actually, let's not, because they are standing right here, both of them. So we don't necessarily have to storm the gate if we instead can run around it. Which would be great if that was the case, so they don't start moving. If they start moving, then of course we might have to change our strategy a little bit. But for now, as long as they are just trying to hold this reinforced gate and we don't attack it, then we will be able to surround them.
Heavy infantry! Advance! Spearmen!
Halberdiers, spearmen, etc. We have a pretty well-rounded army. Might actually be a decent enough idea to just walk everyone over here.
Heavy infantry!
Did you forget your...
Scale the wall!
You forget your ladder? Genius. Absolutely genius. And you take that one then. There we go, and we will be able to send units over the walls in no time.
Archers!
And a lot of them are ranged, so they will hopefully be able to deal quite a bit of damage on the general.
The siege towers are at the walls.
Great.
Did our foe think he could hide? Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Ooh, right. That ram as well, so now maybe they'll start turning around. If not, I'm absolutely fine with that as well.
Brave lions strike these curs who hide behind them.
Great. This is going really well. So then we can send all of the archers up on the square.
Battering ram has done its work, and now is the time to fight.
And now they start pulling back to the square. Right. Righto, righto.
Our ladders have reached the walls. May
So
our
now
brave
maybe
lions strike
you
these curs who hide behind them.
to start going for the gate, because all of them are running back. Now I need to do something that's very uncharacteristic of me and try to think about what to do next. Right, and we broke that gate. So now that is where they are coming to, isn't it?
We have taken the walls. It is time we captured this place.
Where are they? Okay, they are hugging the square. That's actually okay for me. You run up here. All archers, I want you form a line here. And you are on the wall, and you are actually ready as well. So we'll run you over as well.
Our men have reached the gate.
Of course, armor penetrating, good against armor. Which means that they will be absolutely amazing against a general. Actually, you can stand up here. You can't reach them, unfortunately. Okay, but run over there. You... Of course, they are towers, so they will hurt. But I think the archers could deal quite a lot of damage from safety of the walls.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
There. You are already over there, so let's run you here. No. You'll stay there. Great. Great, great, great. So we will have a whole bunch of archers on their walls. And now we are finished on this side to start sending in our soldiers through the gate. Run! Run, I say! You are not a ranged captain or general, so I don't really think I will have to use you quite yet. And we are starting to shoot. That's awesome. Something that's not that awesome. Okay. I thought their general would were going to start running towards us. High paladins. You can start shooting at the high paladins as well. And then everyone over here. You can start getting up on this beautiful hill-ish hill. Run over there. Javelin throwers as well. You get over here. You get over here, and you get over here. So far, we've killed 17%. So that's actually pretty decent. And if you can just shoot at whatever you reach, that will be gravy. And put you right here in this little pocket. I wonder, how good range do you guys actually have? Those archers can't shoot anymore, unfortunately. So let's run them down. They can start shooting from hello. Okay, where are you going? Oh, you're actually attacking us here. Oh, wonderful. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And now, actually, running after my archers. Run back, and you should be able to start throwing. I want you to start moving up till you can throw as well. Whole bunch of micromanaging right now.
We're under attack.
64. Doesn't look like the spears or javelins actually helped that much. 62. Don't know where they are running to really, but I know that sending a whole bunch of infantry on them would hurt my units more than it would hurt theirs. Keep attacking the High Paladins and start marching up our Privateer Axemen, etc. All of them. There we go. You can charge in. And then we'll use you on the sides to kind of engulf these units. Hopefully that will go just swimmingly. And okay. You still aren't attacking my troops. You can actually stop. I don't know why. Where are you going? What are you doing?
With horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Jesus. Got a bit nervous there for a while. There we go. And we are fighting Thornbladesmen. We have lost 0% still, so it's still going quite well. And you attack. There we go. There we go. And now all of you should start just hurling at the High Paladins. 58.
Only half the enemy
Oh,
force
maybe they
remains.
aren't.
We
Oh,
must
they're
pray they lose
not
their
good
will to
against
fight.
armor. They're skilled against mounts. Okay. You should be able to start shooting as well. I really thought everything that you threw is good against armor. But I am thoroughly mistaken. At least I suppose that we are bringing down their armor, their hit points a little bit. And you are dead. Lost 1% to their 73. They're down to 47 right now. Because they don't have a shield, they're actually quite susceptible to arrow fire, fortunately enough. And you move up. You move up. And you are finished. Because you're so damn weak. Well, let's just see how much damage the arrows can deal. We'll let them do their thing. And we killed all of the Thornbladesmen. So now we have next level troops right here. Ready to attack them. Privateer Axemen, you can move up. These Privateer Axemen, you can move down. And they are at 43. Still just running around like hens without a head. 40. And most of them are starting to get a bit blooded up as well. Now, you no longer fire at will. Don't fire anymore. You get in there, and you get in there as well, and you get in there.
It's well within our grasp.
I think this should be. I think this should work.
See this and lose heart.
As soon as the Privateer Axemen get into the mix, they should be really efficient against the Paladins. We are losing a couple of units, but that's to be expected. Any second now, it's just the captain left, I think, yeah. Or just the general left. Lost 2%. Come on. That's a beefcake of a general.
Four fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle. We have cut off great victories are
That
like
took a
sweet
while,
nectar.
Jesus. We lost 56 units,
Of the most rare
killed
and
all of them.
glorious fruit.
So we still have a pretty sizable army remaining, which is awesome. The MVP, Privateer Axemen 34, Foreign Mercenaries 51. I think this is the best one. All of them got a couple of kills here and there. Not all of them, but most of them. And Mornedhel is ours. And it looked like this was a pretty important city for the Vale of Dorwinion. So it should be a pretty good grab. Man, I miss playing this game. I couldn't anticipate that I would get the comments that I have, the amount of comments and the amount of likes. So I did want to, first of all, I just wanted to get as much content created as possible. So I knew that it would come out. But now I want to use your tips and tricks that you so gracefully write down in the comments. And then I will have to have a bit of a shorter recording and uploading range. Just sack it. And culture. Ooh, and we can retrain some stuff. No, we can't because we don't have a recruitment spot. Jesus. Meeting hall. And Master Mason's Hall. Right, so we can already start going with all of these basic, pretty cheap buildings. Great. Great, great, great. Mining network here as well. Wow. Not the best mines. And they're pretty expensive. So I think after these basic buildings, I want to go with the Master Mason's Hall. And then the mining network, I think. It's a real shame if we don't use the ability to build mines. Why? Still can't recruit it. Jesus, when will I ever learn? He said, doing the same mistake again as he already done a million times. Let's see, cavalry. You can go into that fort, please. Do we have anything else? Okay, we actually have a couple of units that could go into the fort.
My lord. Your will, my lord.
Then both of you into the fort, and then just like that, we are saving some money. We're even making a whole bunch of money right now. Now I'm thinking, the units that were right, only mercenaries available for retraining here. So I'm thinking that would be a fun idea.
How may I serve?
To send all of these Rhûn units west, actually. Because they only cost money having them here. They're no use to me within the settlement. But also we want to push north, you know? Yep. I think that's what we're gonna do. This is Mordor territory. So we can move out and just take a good gander at the territory, but then just push all these units north, and hopefully they will be very, very useful. And you will no longer be necessary there, so you can move all the way up to Santanui. And mission success, 2,000 gold coins. Noise, that will be very, very needed. Oh gosh. Bar, can't recruit anything there. Can we get any mercenaries to send? Don't need those mercenaries. Let's just do... I don't want to recruit those trash stuff. Okay. I guess I just have to wait until I can start recruiting real troops from the barracks. Right. And with that said, with those words of wisdom uttered...
Yes, my master?
Keep moving the diplomats, and we also had one over here, didn't we?
My ears.
That's actually a spy, though. So let's send you south. Actually, rather want to see what Dale has cooking.
Your will.
You will go there. Retinue expands on Munke. Noise. So, now, I believe we have done all of the moves that we want to make. Let's skip to the next turn. Erebor still wants to hang out. Oh, 1111 in Ilanin. We need to send armies to fight Dale on the northern side of this river. Very important. Merchants Guild at Mornedhel. Right, actually, why not? Because I think this is going to be a really rich settlement. Rhûn expands like a rising tide of a bloody sun. In the eastern deserts come the warriors of Rhûn, the wave breaking upon the strangled defenses of the near west in the thunder of hooves. In a thunder of hooves, a strangled paean of fierce bronze-clad warriors smash into the decadent and weak forces along the Sea of Rhûn. The sand wave cleaving north and south along around the inner sea, dragging the screaming men, women, and babes of the west under this ravaging sandstorm. In terrified desperation, the foes of the long-awaited Eastern War birthing seek to rally, but the strength of the wave of hate stems from many years of past disgraces and will not be turned. Truly, the terror of the Easterlings has come onto the west. Cool beans. Now you want me to blockade Bur Marling. Right. But I'm already blocking this port.
Orders.
So, now I will be moving all of you onto the ship. Then as soon as possible I want you to drop in Vintirion Eor. You can start going up and blockade that port. Multitasking. Now let's just pray that that navy doesn't get smoked against the waves. End of turn report. Right, we still make money, and we are weak in military, really weak in military. We are getting higher ratings in the balance of power in the other areas, which is great. Construction report. Vintirion Eor going with the culture, and Ilanin, you got the Dark Shrine. Now you're working on the port, which is awesome. Just following your tips to make money. Strandos, you got the barracks, and I think the shipwright would be a great thing to have here. First of all, let's just get more soldiers. Keep farming, population growth. Don't really need that right now. Thinking. I do need Warlord's Hall and Blacksmith to go up to the next level of barracks. Only need a Warlord's Hall. Okay, so let's get that built. And everywhere else I'm already building, which is just swell. Recruitment report, Mistrand. You've got 2 new units, which is great. After the blacksmith is built, I think I want to go with some more. Ooh. With the barracks, I only need a great hall to get the next barrack. And that's the next building here. But I also think I want to go with a shipwright, to be honest. Just plow economy like an absolute madman. Actually, speaking of madmen, Mason's Guild House first, because all of these cost quite a lot of money and take quite a long time. So I think it will reward itself down the line. Mataram. 6 turns. Taken a while. After that, I think you could start going with the roads. And Mahal, you're almost done with the roads. Great stuff, great stuff.
Order. How may I serve?
You
Orders.
join up with this army, and then we'll move into whatever territory this is that the Dorwinian holds.
Orders.
You join up with them. 3 turns until they surrender, and I think now with the last few turns we should start chiseling down on their garrison, not the garrison, but their armies, their soldiers. So then they would be a bit weaker when we attack them. Let's see what... Okay, that's to Sture. That's something that we're going to claim, obviously. And you move up here, Buri Alge, or Buri Alge. Also pretty darn weak, actually. So we do have a lot of fun things we can do around here. Including making significant amounts of money. But I think we are done with this turn, and I will also be wrapping up the episode now for today. I think I will play at least maybe one more episode in right after this one, just because it's so much fun to play and I feel like I'm in a groove. So hope you enjoyed this episode if you watched it this far, and we are planning on moving along the river where we will just be building ports everywhere. And of course, when we have a general in Esgaroth for long enough, we will get our first relic or our first artifact, which is going to be really, really great. And then we can start going on Withyboard and completely forgot Framsburg, right? Because I think that's where the last one is. So we do need to move quite a long bit to get all of our the artifacts. But I mean, that's of course has to be a little bit challenging. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.
The Weird Bubble.